Hi, beautiful. It's Miriam Castilla here, and welcome to this little secret video that I recorded just for you as a thank you for being on my mailing list, for allowing me into your inbox every week, and also just as a little reward and a way of saying congratulations, well done. You're actually sticking with this work. You're doing all the little constant tweaks in self-awareness, and you're constantly open to more and more of that, which is what allows you to grow and evolve, because all of this stuff is super simple, but it is the continual application and being willing to go deeper and deeper into that self-awareness so you can tweak things. That's what makes the difference. Because the thing is, you are always manifesting. Manifesting just means bringing things from the unseen into the seen, creating reality. And that's constantly happening because life is always growing and evolving. Law of attraction is constantly responding to you, and your neural pathways are constantly firing. So this process of manifestation, it doesn't stop, and you don't get to flick a switch on and off, on and off. It's always happening. But see, sometimes people feel like they're stuck and nothing's really happening because it's just like same old, same old. Sometimes it's, different places, different faces, but the same old story. And so you probably heard myself and other teachers talk about, well, where your attention goes, your energy flows, and what you focus on expands. And so if you keep focusing on what you currently have or don't have, then you keep attracting more of the same. And so what then tends to happen is, if you're so taken and enamored really with your current reality, it's really got your attention, then you're constantly focusing on it, which means you're constantly creating more and more of the same sort of reality. It might, change a little bit, like I said, different places and faces, but pretty much the same story over and over again, because you cannot turn off that process of manifestation. So I have a little story that I want to share with you, which illustrates this really well. It's a beautiful metaphor for how this happens, where we keep creating the same thing over and over again because we're so focused on what we don't have yet. So many years ago, my ex-husband and I did this around the world trip, and we must have been in France, arriving very late at night. I think it might have been Dijon, but anyway, we arrived late at night, and I had pre-booked us a room, so then we were trying to find it. And I think this might have even been pre-GPS, because it was 1997. So we arrive, we're driving into town, and we didn't really know. We didn't know our way around. We didn't know where the center of town was. And we're driving around all these little cobbled streets, and then occasionally we'd see a sign that said Centerville, downtown, center of town. We thought, okay, it's that way. And so we'd head off that way, and then after a while we'd see another sign going Centerville that way, and we go, okay, cool, keep going. And it didn't take us all that long. Well, actually, it took us a really long time to realize that we were just going around in circles, and we must have been passing through the center of town, not even realizing, because we didn't know what it looked like. And we'd get back to the outskirts and find another sign that said center of town that way. And so we were just circling because we were so focused on what we didn't have that it was like, if we did have a GPS, it was like we were programming it on the same old thing over and over again. And so we were just doing loops, but circling around the same spot. And that's kind of what happens when you're so focused on your current reality. And it sounds really easy, like just stop focusing on the things you don't want that are currently in your life, but they're really good at getting your attention. You just need to be aware of it. And often people think that, no, I'm asking for what I do want. I'm really focused on, I'm really working on manifesting that thing. I'm raising my vibration, I'm meditating, I'm looking at my vision board, I made a new vision board, whatever. But they're doing it often with the intention that it will shift the current reality and it will create the new thing, bring the new thing into their experience. So they're still doing it with a hidden agenda, which they think they're hiding from the universe, but you can't hide anything because it's all vibration. But sometimes we're really good at hiding that stuff from ourselves and thinking we're focusing on what we want, but really we're just doing it because we're wanting to shift where we're at because we're not happy with it, or we've had enough, or we're impatient, or whatever it is. So I want you to really take that on board and realize that being stuck in that revolving door thing, that can only release and allow you to move forward when you stop focusing on the things you don't want that are in your current reality. When you let go of the agenda, when you just make peace with it and go, okay, this is where I'm at right now, but it doesn't actually matter because I'm constantly moving forward, and you get excited about what's to come, but you give into and relax into the fact that this is where you currently are, but it's just a step along the way. So it's totally cool. And this is one of those little fine tweaks that makes a huge difference. So if that's ringing some bells for you, or you've got some questions, just reply to the email from where you click this link, because I'm really happy to keep doing some follow-up videos for you guys from the questions that come through. So, you know, when I prompt you like this and say, listen, email me your questions, I will do some follow-ups and I will explain. And that helps you really get even more of an understanding. You know, if I see 2 or 3 people asking the same sort of question, it's absolutely time to address that. And if it's just a quick question just to me, I'm happy to answer it anyway. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Keep on embracing your unlimited potential, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.